Hello, I'm Bill Pollock at MissouriNet.com, along with the Missouri Department of Conservation. Kind of sad, bittersweet here. I'm joined by Kyle Lairmore, who's the Hunter Education Shooting Range Coordinator for the Department of Conservation, and my mentor through adult onset hunting, deer, duck, and now, of course, turkey. Which Kyle, both you and I said that this was by far our best experience.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, I enjoy turkey hunting, and so getting through the deer and the duck was great. I was really looking forward to spring because that's my favorite thing to hunt, and so I wanted to share that with you and see what your thoughts were on after it was all over to see what your favorite was as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Turkey was for me. And we're going to show you on this Hangout a couple of different ways that you can prepare turkey. Now, since we moved here, Kyle, as people know that they've been following the series, I'm originally from Chicago. So when we first moved here to Missouri, my wife and I had Thanksgiving dinner at our house. It was the first time. In fact, I think our first dinner was just the two of us. And I tried grilling turkey on a Weber grill, and it turned out delicious. And I've done it ever since. So one of the things that I was interested in doing was, could we take that breast meat from a turkey that we harvested and put that on the grill? So that was one of the options that we tried. And then you like to pan fry it.
Yeah, I mean, this whole series, whether it was deer and everything, we kind of, I targeted more of the simple, easier ways to prepare game, and so pan frying seems to be an easy, quick solution. There's a lot of other different ways that you can do if you want to pluck the turkey whole and cook it and bake it like you do during Thanksgiving. There's a lot of different recipes which you'll mention in the cookbook, and we tried. So that's what we did. Was you could see we just pan fried it, rolled it in egg, and which let the flour stick to it a little bit more, and then we just pan fried it in olive oil. And pretty simple recipe, pretty simple to do.
And I'm more of a white meat person, so for me to breast out the bird, that was the easiest. But you can certainly try to prepare it, the whole turkey as well. Just a little more prep work involved in that.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's all what you want to put into it and what your preference is. Really, everything we did during the cooking show was pretty. Didn't take too long. It's like you said, it's what you prefer and how you like to taste it, and go from there.
Well, after you pan fried it, you put it in the oven for a little while too.
Yeah, that tenderizes it more, but you can eat it right out of the pan if you want. A lot of times, you do the same thing with deer. If you put it in the oven, cook it a little bit longer, and it helps tenderize it somewhat. It would have been just as good in straight out of the grease.
So there we are. We're putting the breast, and then we had a turkey leg on the grill. And Kyle, we have to be honest with all the filming and stuff we were doing. We took the turkey breast off, and then we went back in the kitchen. We're doing more filming, and we forgot the leg. So the leg kind of turned out like shoe leather. But
yeah, I tried it. I tried it afterwards, and it wasn't bad. I mean, it's dark meat. But yeah, we got into preparing the breast. We were cutting it up there, making our sandwich, and we wanted that leg to cook a little bit longer, and we forgot all about it. But that's okay.
so what we're doing is we're taking the turkey breast and we're cutting it up into slices, and I'll show you this book too, Cooking Wild in Missouri. But we're making a muffaletta sandwich, or as I call it from Chicago, we were joking about sandwiches. You got to make a sandwich, and a great dressing, and the meat turned out very tender. Just Kyle, just like pretty much when I cook my grill turkey for Thanksgiving. I mean, it was the same, tender, juicy, and you use indirect heat. It turned out perfect, and the sandwich was just delicious. I took all of this home, and my family was eating your pan fried turkey like turkey fingers. I mean, they were just plucking them in like that. They loved the sandwich. So that's the thing that I think really draws me to the turkey hunting, is that that's the meat that they really liked the best. And while I wanted to try hunting, the thing that I ended up getting an extra benefit out of it was how delicious all the food is that we've had.
Right, and the turkey is, they say tastes like chicken, but really turkey is it is, and it's that's how you prepare it. And I was impressed about the sandwich. It was nice, and grilling it was still moist, and then we put on the sandwich and that relish topping we made. That was a good sandwich, and it does add to it when you enjoy eating it, not just harvesting it.
Well, they wanted me to pop up the recipe for that sandwich, and I forgot to draw it up, but it is in this book, Cooking Wild in Missouri. So at MissouriNet.com, where this hangout is found, and of course on the Missouri Department of Conservation, we want to give you this book so you can sign up, follow the link. We also have, I got to talk about this too, Kyle. You mentioned with turkey, you have to have mushrooms. And so there's a mushroom book as well, Missouri Wild Mushrooms book. And we'd like to give one of those away as well. So talk about the mushroom part of it too.
Yeah, I mean, part of turkey hunting, it's about the same time as when spring turkey season rolls around. People think about turkey hunting and hunting morel mushrooms, and I wish our morels turned out okay. I had to preserve them for the show. I wish we could have had some fresh ones. They would have tasted better than what we had, because we had to make sure we had some for the show. But you just something you could do in the afternoon after turkey hunting is search for mushrooms, and some people have better luck than others finding mushrooms, and we did the same thing pretty much. Same process as cooking the turkey. We did the same thing to the mushrooms, and again, you can take the mushrooms and not batter them and put them in olive oil or butter and saute them and cook them that way. It's probably maybe a healthier option than frying it. But when you think about frying turkey, you really think about mushrooms as well, and it's kind of a combination.
Well, Kyle, I was telling you one of the things that I wanted to get involved with hunting is because people talk about it all the time, and it's like, man, it sounds like fun, but come turkey season, I hear more people talking about mushrooms. As soon as you mention mushrooms, they're like, oh yes, I gotta have my mushrooms. So I mean, that is a big part of springtime here in Missouri.
Right, and a lot of people, harvest mushrooms, and it's just another opportunity to get out in the woods and walk around, and what better than to from wild game to mushrooms to put food on a table that you either harvested or gathered or cooked yourself. And it's a rewarding thing when you can sit down, like we did, and everything we ate pretty much we collected or harvested, and it's it was a good day, and a good meal.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's some of the pictures now of the muffaletta, and then the pan fried turkey. Here's some shots of now. Listen, let's harvest this bird. What's that guy doing with a Seahawks shirt in Missouri? We need to harvest that shirt and get rid of that thing. And then this is what I love too. I mean, this is big time. We stepped up big time here. Makeup and everything.
Oh yeah, the makeup was kind of jokingly said, "Oh, he's a little shiny," and we were kind of joking, saying, "Well, maybe we need makeup," not thinking that anybody had any. And by that time, Beth pops out and says, "Oh yeah, you're right. We need to." And so, yeah, these pictures are probably going to come back and haunt me.
Awesome stuff. There you are, prepared. I mean, everything turned out just absolutely delicious. So, and again, we've got the cookbook at MissouriNet.com. We'd like to give away a couple of those. There's some great recipes in there for waterfowl, deer, turkey, you name it. So much stuff in there, and great, delicious ideas. Now, let's talk about the total harvest, because when I found out the numbers, the total numbers of turkeys, it blew my mind.
Yeah, the harvest was up again this year. What was it, 40, 48, 332? I remember what you wrote down, but the total numbers. So it was a good season. I think it's relates to timing, and also was fairly good weather, even though the third week was kind of rainy. But a lot of hunters got out and were very successful, both youth and during youth season, and also our regular season.
Yeah, I mean, over 48,000. Missouri has the biggest turkey population in the country. Was that? I think we talked about that.
Right. Missouri does. We're blessed with a very large turkey population, so it just increases opportunity for hunters to get out there, and it's a good thing.
Two more things that I want to touch on. Let's talk about the fall turkey season, And we've got those dates. The archery season starts September 15th. And again, we'll have this listed on the website. And then the fall firearms season starts the 1st of October. But Kyle, I want to, this whole series has been focused on me as a new hunter. But really, I couldn't have done this without you and your help, and of course, with the Missouri Department of Conservation. But as a mentor, what did this mean for you? And how can other hunters, experienced hunters, get involved and help guys or women like me who have never done it before, who want to try? How do you kind of break those doors and barriers down?
As a hunter, to be knowledgeable, safe, responsible, and involved, I feel it's an important process as a good hunter. Not only enjoying the hunting as a person or as with family or friends that are experienced, but being involved. And part of that is to become a mentor and share that experience. It's just as rewarding for me to go out and hunt and harvest a bird myself as it was to see you harvest your first bird, if not more rewarding, because I felt a part of it, just as part of your hunt, and I was fortunate enough to that you asked me to be a part of it. And I just want hunters to know that there's more than going out and harvesting a bird or a deer yourself, as it is to share that opportunity with others, and not be scared to get out there and find somebody. You may not know that individual, but the fact that you can pass your experiences on and your knowledge on is just as important as it is learning. And you learn new things. It's not, I don't know everything. I learn something every day, and maybe my method of hunting is different than other folks' method of hunting. So you can learn from others on new ways to do things, new ways to cook, but not to be scared to get out there. And it's a one of the steps being a good hunter is sharing and taking someone new and passing that on, whether it's a family, whether it's friends, whether it's someone you don't even know, and you volunteer to be a part of a mentor hunt program, whether it's deer, turkey, dove, squirrel, it doesn't matter what it is take that opportunity, and you won't regret doing that.
Those are great words. And for you, if you're watching this and have never hunted before and you want to try it, ask somebody and get involved, because I'll tell you, I think back to, when I started the safety ed courses, and walking into that school and seeing you for the first time, and kind of going through all that, and how nervous I was. Now I look back and look at the cooking show and our turkey hunt, and we're laughing and we're sharing stories with each other, and that's what it's all about. It's about bonding and making friends. And I've gotten so much more out of this than I would have expected, of just saying, well, I'll give it a shot and see what it's like. The stories that you build and the laughs that you have along the way are just, that's what's made it for me. So yeah, if you are thinking about doing this, find someone who's experienced with hunting, who will take the time to show you. There's a lot of people out there willing to do it. You just have to ask, and you won't regret it. It's a lot of fun. And, and if you do try it and you don't like it, well, then, hey, you can say, all right, I gave it a shot. And that's the worst thing. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, and you're still a supporter, and you're learning the reasons and the purposes of hunting, and it's still a good thing. And so you're still a supporter. If nothing else, like you said, you developed a friendship with somebody that you may not have developed if it wasn't for hunting. And so it was, I was in the same boat as when I was asked to do this. I didn't know what you're getting into, and the reason why the turkey hunt kind of even these hangouts, the turkey Google Hangouts have been better, is because now we do know each other better. Where we first started, it was like, the conversations weren't as flowing, because we were learning who each other were at the time. And so, it's been 6 months since we've met now, and it's been great.
All right, good stuff, Kyle. Deer hunting, duck hunting, turkey. I've tried it. I want to say I tried it all, but I feel like there's more out there. Kyle, what else is there? There's got to be another series we can come up with, right?
Small game. Historically, what growing up, kids learn basic firearm safety and the basics of hunting through small game: squirrel, rabbits, dove, Just that's where you truly, we grew up, and I think we went away from that. Now kids are jumping right into deer, duck, and turkey, kind of like you did. So, somewhat backwards, but we can definitely try small game. Dove season's coming up in September. We have first time mentor hunts for for individuals such as yourself, so we can sign you up for that. We can go dove hunting. We can get in the woods and look for squirrels in the trees, or we can get some dogs out and chase rabbits around in the brush piles. So it's your choice. We can do this for a long time if you want to.
That sounds good. I'm in. Let's do it. All right. So for Kyle Larimore and the Missouri Department of Conservation, thanks for all of your help. Thanks for watching as a new hunter. Hope that you got something out of this. Hope that you give it a shot and let us know how you did too. So thanks for watching, and we will talk to you again. Sounds like we're going to talk to you here pretty soon. So have a good one.